Whew. Well, hi. Saturday, and for some reason I've been trying, and when we talked about it at the beginning of this week, we said, this week we're going to be good and we're going to be consistent and all that, and we have been. We've been very productive and efficient and all that throughout most of the week. But then Saturday comes around and it's like I'm giving myself permission. And for some reason this weekend, permission to just get a bunch of work done. And getting that work done meant that I forgot to eat. It's 7 p.m. on a Saturday. I need to figure out what to do because also this morning we got a 2 measurement with lumen, but the interesting thing is that because I've been getting so many really good measurements with lumen in the mornings, today is supposed to be another boost day. So another day for me to eat more carbs than usual and then measure after eating a high carb meal to make sure that my metabolism is actually, burning those carbs and that I'm being metabolically flexible. So I'm gonna have to figure out something. I still have some of that pasta sauce, and so that's high carb, and I got some berries, so maybe some of those berries. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because it's a boost day, so we're supposed to have 270 grams of carbs for today, to tell my metabolism, don't get used to burning too much fat. I don't know. And probably some of you who do keto are going to be like, what? It's exactly what you want. I don't know. But actually, I'm really happy today for another reason. We've talked about from the beginning how this is not just about the weight loss, but it is about health in general. And for the last few years, there's something called your A1C, and it's a way to measure how your body is responding to sugar. And basically, if your A1C is too high, then technically you're diabetic. And for the last few years, I guess, my A1C has been slowly creeping up. And I never got to be diabetic, but I think maybe 2 years ago, I crossed into pre-diabetic range. And that has definitely, I wanted to say, and then that's what finally spurred me to action. No. You guys will know that that's not how the world works. But it has been on my mind quite a bit. And so I had gotten blood work done back in October. And my A1C was 5.8, which is the threshold for pre-diabetic is 5.7. So 5.8 was okay. The trend is definitely going up. And so last year in October, I think a little before that, I can't remember when, I started taking something called metformin, which is this guy right here. And metformin is supposed to help with sugar and help you lower your A1C. On Wednesday, if you guys remember, I went to see my primary care physician and I had some blood work done, and it came back and it was 5.4. Yay! That's something that perhaps we don't pay as much attention to as something as dramatic as the weight loss. The pounds are coming off. But some of these health markers that have nothing to do with how you look on the outside are so much more important for your health, obviously. And, you know, A1C is a big one, and it's a big one that I was really worried about because I was definitely headed for diabetes. And, you know, I'm using medication to help with that. And that's, you know, always a good idea. But, you know, it's not the whole picture. You know, unless I start making some real changes, you know, that medication can only take you so far. And so, yeah, I just, you know, when I got the results, I was surprised, but really happy that, you know, it's not too late. So perhaps if you have any doubts or if you haven't done it in a while, even if you have a little bit of extra weight, I recommend you talk to your doctor and get some blood work done, including your A1C, making sure. Also, my glucose was good. Because A1C basically measures the last 3 months of how your body's handling sugar, and then glucose is basically just like the last 24 hours or something like that. My glucose was also in the normal range, so my body is dealing well with sugar, despite, you know, having had a fucking sugar addiction for years. So this is great news, and we're very happy about that. Yeah. So now, what are we going to do about this food for today? Well, we'll just make some pasta and some berries. So let me figure out what we're going to do for macros, and yeah, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I think we're ready to start kind of putting this together. So we have the pasta and the pasta sauce, and here we have the collagen, MCT powder, sorry, and then some of the frozen chicken that we also made last week, actually, and that now we froze because we were not going to be able to eat that beforehand. And then we have 125 grams of mozzarella, and now we got to get our berries. So we're doing 60 grams of each: blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Let's do that. Raspberries. Let's zero this baby out and see what 60 grams of raspberries is. 15, 40, 56. I'm gonna get a baby one. 60, perfect. And then finally, we're doing 60 grams of blueberries. Blueberries. So 60 grams of blueberries. That's 43, 62, 60. There you go. 60 grams of blueberries. Now, we need to get 2 more things before we finish with this. We're doing 25 grams of this granola that I've been using like a couple times just when I need extra carbs to meet macros. 25 grams of granola. And it is delicious. I do love it. 24, 27. Damn it. 27. And then finally, we are doing 10 grams of honey. Zero it out. And we're doing 10 grams of this generic honey. Not the most. But actually, I saw some raw honey at the market, the mom's market that's here. So I might, there you go, 10 grams of honey. And that'll be our dessert. Let's put it all together, and then we'll look at the numbers. All right. And we are done. Look at that. Looks delicious. Okay. Today we're not doing that great at meeting all the macros, but you know, that's okay. Like I said, it was a high carb day because we were supposed to see if we could get my metabolism to burn the carbs right away. And so I was supposed to have 270 grams of carbs, and I'm only going to end up having 116. I was supposed to have 157 grams of protein, and I'm only having 100. It's the only one that I don't like. But I was only supposed to have 70 grams of fat, and I'm having 82. So I don't know. Maybe I should have changed some of the cheese for more chicken. This dinner ends up being 100 grams of carbs and 1,532 calories. So it's definitely a significant amount of food. It's 8 o'clock, you know, and it's the first solid thing that I'm going to be having today. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. So now, after I have this, I do have to take a measurement tonight to make sure that, and I mean lumen measurement, to make sure that I am in carb burn after having all this. So fingers crossed. We'll take a look when we do. And yeah, see you then. Well, it is almost time to go to sleep, but I've got to do one last measurement, make sure that we enter carb burn. So, did you eat at least 60 grams of carbs 1 to 2 hours ago? Yes. Dinner. Go next. Turn on the lumen. And let's do it.
Inhale deeply through your lumen. Hold your breath. Exhale in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Are we in carb burn? Come on, 5. Come on, 5. No. Got a 2. Metabolic flexibility takes time. It's common for the body to take time to shift to using carbs. With each boost day, you'll become more flexible. So they want me to do boost days so that we can be more flexible. So apparently eating carbs makes you better at handling carbs when they want you to do it. I don't know. I'm tired, I'm sleepy, and so that's metabolism for you. All right, kids, see you tomorrow.